Hello, Gail here. Finally, I think we're episode, I can't remember, 42 or 43, something like that. I did already do this last week. I demonstrated things, I talked away, and then my phone stopped working. So I've had to sort that out, and hopefully it will work properly today and we won't have all that trouble. Yeah, I had to delete it in the end. So I do feel slightly confused now because some of the I talked about things last week that you've not seen, and now I'm having to do it again, and it's a funny feeling, but still I really do not know where to start. Last week I demonstrated how I do my layering up, but I've gone beyond that now. I've nearly finished this. I've just got one more row of embroidery to do. Let me get the chair out of the way. Here we are. It's quite big, isn't it? Well, hopefully it'll fit a single bed. She's out of the bed now. And on the back, I did all sorts of goings on the back. So I'm going to put a label in the middle. But the thing I want to do is another row of quilting stitches along this white bit. Now I've done it in various colours of crochet cotton along here. It changes colour, you see? Yeah, it changes colour along its length. Goes from blue to cerise and so on. So I was thinking of doing yellow. So I've got my yellow crochet cotton out. I don't think it's quite the right yellow, is it? It's a bit kind of dull. So then I thought, well, you know, she is a girl, maybe I should do pink. What do you think? Ooh, there's quite a bit of pink in this border here, where I can't decide. And then I thought, how about this? Because there's a lot of blue. See how it's that blue there? Maybe I'll do a row of blue and a row of pink. I'll do them, you know, waves so that they cross each other, maybe. Definitely not that though. I don't think that brightens it up at all. Anyway, we'll see. I'll do one or the other. Or both. So I finished that, apart from the one row of quilting stitches. What else have I done? I've been working on my quilt. I didn't leave aside. I got on with it, and it's almost done. I might as well hold it up, although, you know, it's way too big. What is it? It was 66, and I've added on 2 and 4.5, 6.5, plus 2 is 8.5, plus 1 is 8.5, and 1 9.5, times 2 is 19. Is it 19 inches I've added to the weight, to size of it? So that's 66 plus 19 is 76, 85. Is it 85 inches? So I'll show you close up first what I've done here. I have finished all my quilting. All the unpicked threads I've sewn in and made it all neat. And I have extended the quilting on the front into this red border. If you can see, I've been drawing lines where I'm going to, I think it's going to be zigzaggy along the red. Now when it came to sewing this blue on, I sewed half of it on and I didn't like it. It was too different from this kind of blue. So then I added a stripe of brown, just an inch before I added the blue, so it's not quite so obvious. And it goes nice with the quilt. I'll hold it up. Ooh. Just half of it. So there it is. I don't understand why it's so heavy. I've not used heavier wadding, but it is quite heavy. I'm going to turn it inside out now and show you the backing. because you know, the backing was just the 4/4 that I quilted, and I've had to do the edges. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, so there, round the edges I've put stripes. I didn't have enough stripes, so I used this pink, which I've got on the other half of the quilt, and it's also in the front of the quilt. Oh gosh, I'm going to get big arm muscles. Where are we now? So this is the other half where I use the back in the pink backing in the corner, the quarter. There. You see? So that's virtually done now. I've just got to quilt the outside bits. I'm chucking that, it's too heavy. I've just got to quilt the border, and I've sewn together lots of leftover strips from the backing fabrics on the back to do a scrappy binding on it. So that's nearly done, but it's been abandoned really while I've done my niece's quilt. So that's nearly 2 done. I've ordered a pattern as well for a knitted frog. I've never knitted a frog before. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but they're ever so cute because my grandson wants me to make him a frog. I've got a pattern for a crocheted frog, but then I saw these knitted frogs and they come with clothes, so I'm looking forward to doing that. So that again is a bit of a delay on any quilting I plan on doing. I can't do lots of things at once. I'm not very good at that. I have to kind of do one thing, or sewing in the shed and different sewing in the house. I can't do quilting and crocheting. Anyway, I've bought lots of stuff. I've already showed half of it to you last week. But there we go. I don't know what I've done with the pattern for the Parkinson's. Oh, it's here. The Parkinson's disease quilt. I'll take it out the paper so you don't get the reflection. The plastic bag, I mean. Now, I bought, if you remember, green, extra green fabric to do all the leaves in, and I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I've shoved it somewhere. But I decided that it wasn't quite right. So I bought just half a yard of extra wide backing that is part of the quilt collection, the fabric collection. So it's the same as the one in the middle there. So I've got an extra half a metre or half a yard, I don't know, by 108. So I think that'll be enough for all the leaves. So, and I might have to you know, borrow some other fabrics from other ranges. We'll see how it goes, but that's fairly sorted now. I've got that. I've no idea what I did with the other green fabric. I can't find it anywhere. Probably at the bottom of some pile somewhere. Anyway, shall we do destash first? I'll do this one because on my group there is a lady who is a bit of a mad collector of borders like me, and she's been destashing some, and I think I've bought 2. Anyway, I got this one. Now I did think about putting it on my you know, my Drunkard's Path quilt, but there's not enough of it. But it would go so well with the brown and the blue and the pink. When I held it up it did look nice, but I've got lots of brown types of fabric. I'll use it for something. Anyway, I got that, and where's the other one? Here, I've got this one. I showed you the one with all the tulips on, didn't I? I must have done, because I don't know where that is, so I must have shown it you and put it somewhere. I got this one. Isn't that lovely? It's lovely because it's purple and because it's borders, and it's got twirly bits on it, what they call paisley. Some paisleys I like, some I don't, so I wouldn't say I was a paisley fan, but I do like some. Now I know that I've only got a yard, or maybe even half a yard, I don't know, but I thought I would border a small centre of a quilt with this. you know, an early on border, because I like that. Oh, just broke my nail. So that was from D-Stash. And I also got these. Now these are lovely. Where's the other one? These were quite expensive, really. I bought a metre of each. They were £10 a metre. They're lovely, aren't they? Now, somewhere it says who they're by. Because I can't remember. Empress Woo by Robin Pandolph. Is that her name? Pandolph? Yeah. So, they're all from the same range. The Empress Woo range. Aren't they lovely? So that one's green. I've got this gorgeous yellow one. Ooh, gorgeous. Isn't it gorgeous? I got a metre of that. And I got a metre of this as well, which is pink. This isn't the same as the other two, but you know, it's still gorgeous. So I don't know what I'm going to use that in, but it'll be something gorgeous. Because, as you know, everything I buy is gorgeous. Now, you know the Dandelion Duo fabric that I had, and I had a Dandelion Duo layer cake from her first release. The second release has got different colours. And I bought 3 meters of this fabric to tie in with the old fabric for borders and parts of the innards that I'm going to do, so tie in the border. And that's a lovely fabric. And I bought these are fat quarters from the new range, and they all go with that fabric that I've just chopped. So here they are. I bought all those fat quarters by Robin Pickens from her Dandelion Duo range. And so I've got all these and a layer cake. So eventually I shall make those into something. They were from Sheila, who sells Moda, and also from D-Stash. I don't know why I showed you. Oh, because they were just there. Right. In D-Stash I got these, and these are by Amy Butler. I like Amy Butler, but she's I don't think she does it anymore, does she? This is very kind of calf, isn't it? It's very calf facety. It's lovely. I love both of those. Of course, I only buy things I love, as you know. And I am feeling the need to not buy things now. Just see what I've got here. I'm starting to think I don't need it. Now, I bought this. I did think, in the photograph, it looked like it had a lighter background. Flash photography, I suppose. But I do love burgundy and purple together. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And I bought this. This is brushed cotton. I got 2 meters of this. And this I was going to use as a backing for this range for Christmas. So it'd be nice and warm on the back as well. I might put this around the edges, you know. I've got lots of blue fabrics to tie in, haven't I? Because of course this 2 meters is it's just going to be the centre of the back, isn't it? So I bought that from Flutterby Fabrics, and I bought this from Flutterby Fabrics. I got 2 meters of that. It's just got hearts on, white on white. I do like white on whites. I think they're so much more interesting than plain, and I like to mix them as well. I wouldn't just have this for backing on a quilt. I'd have all the ones as well. And along with that, I bought this because I thought it was pretty, and I like to buy greens, a variety of greens, because I do applique a lot of leaves, although I haven't really, have I, for a while. Didn't do any applique on that. Oh, I did. I appliqued me circles, didn't I, on the drunkard's path, the small circles in between. And I got that because I like lilac. It's a shade of purple, isn't it? So that's everything from that pile there. I can't remember if I've shown you this or not. I think I have. Oh no, I might have shown it your last video that went wrong. So I got this because it's kind of the palette of colours for the quilt I'm going to make, including my mother's dress. She it's kind of a pinky mauve colour, and I've collected a few now. Probably don't match at all. Anyway, I also bought some dressmaking fabric. I bought this. I thought that would make a lovely summer dress. That's viscose. I can't remember who I bought it from. If you really want to know, I can let you know in the comments. Just ask. And I bought this viscose as well. I thought I might make a skirt with this. I got this from Flutterby Fabrics. This is her, you know, stuff she was trying to clear the shelves. So that's lovely, isn't it? It's kind of grungy. And in fact, she's got some viscose at the moment that is gorgeous. And I would rather have it for patchwork, but it's viscose. Suppose I could put some, because it drapes lovely, doesn't it? I don't really want it to drape, but I could put some interfacing on the back to make it more stable. And I bought this. Now, there's a reason I bought this. Because in my quilting group, we've decided to do a round robin. Now, I know people in America will be very familiar with round robins. I used to be a part of a group in 20 years ago that was American, and they were always doing round robins, and they posted them all around the country and everything. But the people in my group a lot of them have never heard of a round robin before, and we were given instructions by the leaders in the group as an example of how it's run, and that caused an awful lot of confusion. The instructions were a bit technical, and I thought they were unnecessary. That, you know, the first paragraph, it was start with a 12.5-inch square, turn it on point and attach the triangles, and people weren't familiar with that. A lot of the ladies in my group, you know, make cushions or knit socks, because I think I'm the youngest and most of them are 80. Anyway, that's beside the point. Strangely, I thought, you know, the more experienced quilters didn't want to be part of it. But I do. I want to be part of it. So, I got everyone's email address. There's 6 of us doing it. And emailed them all that, you know, we wouldn't take any notice of the instructions. We'll just start with a block. So we're to take a block to the next meeting, which I think is next week. And that's going to be our centre 12.5-inch block. And then we can specify what colours we would like, or if we just want it to match the middle, what colours we definitely don't like, and then we'll pass it on to the next person. And we're going to do it, we'll have a month each to do it. So I bought this because I thought that this might be my centre block, or, you know, I might make a star out of it or something, because it's got so many colours in. And I bought 1.5 meters so that I can also use it as a border when I get it back to tie in. I thought that was very pretty. It's like thistles, kind of, but I liked the fact it had all those colours in, so I bought that for my round robin. This is another tone on tone flowers. This is all from Flutterby Fabrics. Now, I bought this. It's not really my cup of tea, but I have a kit from the Dutch fabric company. I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, it's cutting out diamond shapes using a mirror, you know, so you can make like kaleidoscope blocks. I think theirs is more of a cream background, so I might tea dye this. I used to make dolls and tea dye their face and arms, you know. Anyway, I thought it might be useful, and I bought this because it's matches. Just plain cotton and some patterned. I bought this off Sheila because she was having an end of. Apparently, once somebody's bought something off a bolt, she likes to sell the rest. She doesn't like it to gather dust. So about 3 meters here, I think. It's lovely. It does say somewhere, because I remember saying it on last week's video that I had to get rid of. Here we are. It's by Brenda Riddle, Ellie. So I could use that as backing or major part of a quilt, but it's really pretty, isn't it? Really small, but lovely. And I got this as well. And this is by Bonnie and Camille. It's their range called One Fine Day, which is very bright, isn't it? Very bright and cheerful. I could make a pinny out of this. I've got a pattern for a big apron. I wonder if I've got enough. That'd be nice as a pinny, wouldn't it? My crafting pinny. Right, what else have I bought? There's more. I think, no, this is still last week's. I got this layer cake. This was pre-ordered and it arrived. So here it is. It's called Willow by I Canoe 2. Funny name, but there you go. And it's all greens, really. There's lots of greens with leaves on and things. There's a few pinks. And there's dark greens and light greens, lime greens, all sorts of greens. It's very spring, isn't it? Lots of spring. So this at the back, it's more jade, and this fabric at the back, oh, which I can't get hold of. There. I bought extra for my border, as you know, or maybe a few extra blocks. So I haven't thought of a pattern I want to do with that yet, but I bought it, and that's arrived. And this is the new Chromabatics range from Moda. I must have 4 layer cakes of batiks. Very bright, aren't they? I'm going to have to actually make something, I think, with them. I think once I've done some finishing of things, because I'm still in a finishing mood, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with things. I've bought some project bags to put them in once I've made my decisions of what I'm going to do. So get myself organised. So that's lovely. Now this was a pre-order as well, and I ordered 2 panels because I think there was 12 on each panel and I wasn't sure if 12 was enough, so I bought 2. It's lovely and soft. I could make hankies out of them when I'm old, you know, in my 80s, if I live that long. Very nice and soft on your nose. But there's a YouTube channel lady, I can't remember what she's called. It might be My Sewing Room or something like that, and she's done a gorgeous quilt with panels. I think hers were hankies, or they might be panels, and then alternate fabrics, and it was just lovely. So I thought, I want to do that. Now while I was getting ready for doing this tonight, I was thinking, it's from oh god, it's from French General. It's a French General's latest range, and I thought, well, let's see if it goes with the French General I've already got. Now this is Bonheur de Jeu with lots of pinks and creams. I think that goes quite well, doesn't it? I could put stars in between or something. I'll have to dig out some cream backing fabric for if I'm going to do stars. I mean, I could just use a whole 10-inch square in between, or I could do log cabins in between. I could have fun, couldn't I? Aren't they lovely? So I've got them. I've also got different range, but it's French General Chateau de Chantilly. This is more creams, more taupes, but it's still got lots of red in. I could maybe use that in it as well. And then I bought these because Sheila at Fabric Treasures for the UK on Facebook she had lots of deals on 5-inch charm squares. So this is Sweet Liberty, and I bought 3 because, you know, I've got hundreds of books with charm square things in, and I've got books with whatever they're called, 10-inch square things. I'm sure I'm going to find loads, but look, aren't they pretty? They're pretty. Aren't they? I mean, they're just so pretty. A bit like the wallpaper I had on my walls as a little girl. Roses they were. They had gold stems and green leaves. But they're very pretty. Sweet Liberty it's called. So I've got 3 of them. So I'm going to make something very pretty out of them. And then, oh, this was another pre-order that came. I've got one more coming out of this catalogue, I think. So I think this is catalogue 59 that this has come from, and this is called Imaginary Flowers by Ginger Bear. Let's see if I can move the plastic things so we have a corner. Here we are. It's not really me, this is I'm a bit out there buying this, but it appealed to me. So it's a bit flowery. That's white on white or white on cream. Aren't they lovely? Spotty, big flowers, stripy flowers. That's the same as the cream on cream. All sorts of flowers. Is it called imaginary flowers, did I say? Aren't they nice? I do like greens. Really, I ought to buy a lot of green fabric and make myself lots of green clothes. Or I have got a lot of purple clothes. That's really nice, isn't it? So I've got that. I haven't got a metre of matching fabric now. What will I do? So that was an order as well that's come. And I got this because she was having a sale. She's been having a sale for the past couple of weeks, and I've been trying not to buy, but I've failed. So this is I don't know what it is. It's Rainbow Sherbet. That's the range of colours. I thought, wow, bright and zingy, that will cheer something up no end, won't it? I don't know what, but you know, I like having jelly rolls in. I mean, I've got this one here. That's bright and zingy as well, really, isn't it? I think I've also got a layer cake of this one. It's a Robin Pickens one. Oh, I have, yeah, Wild Blossoms. Anyway, I bought that. I thought it was, if you can see, they've got like kind of outline designs on them, but it was the colours. They looked lovely on you know, on the thing I was buying. Now this was really a lot of money. Well, it was cheap because she was selling them off, cheaper than I'd be able to buy them at other places. And I tried to resist, but then as they were selling, you know, and I wasn't getting them, I decided it was my wedding anniversary. It was 42 years on the 6th of March, so I bought ourselves a new bed cover. So I'm going to show you the fat quarters. This is a spotty white, and small floral there, and they're the pinkies. And here we have kind of taupe and green, and a green check, and a green little flowers, which was the same as the white little flowers. And we have green spots and lovely green floral. And then we have pale blue floral, blue and green stars, blue check, blue and green floral, which are, is that, isn't it? Different colourway. Pale blue spots and tiny blue flowers, or small blue flowers. Lovely. And then we have the pink range. Pink flowers. These are fat quarters. Pink stars. Pink checks. Small pink flowers. Pink spots. It's a nice anniversary present, isn't it? Darker pink check, darker pink flowers, darker pink stars. And then we have the grungy greens, I would call them. Grungy green floral. Kind of, I don't know what, are they taupe? Stars and checks and small flowers and little dots and taupe green and white. So they're lovely, aren't they? And I also got a free ½ metre, which is the same as this grungy, for an outer border. So that was a nice wedding anniversary present, wasn't it? Said to him, I bought something for our wedding, because we usually buy something for the house, you know, like a new Hoover. On special anniversaries, we go all out and buy ourselves a new watch or something each. But it didn't feel very like I wanted to do that this year. Maybe it's because I never get out anymore. I'm becoming miserable, like a hermit. Although I think, am I going out next Thursday? No, not this week. I'm not going out with my friends. Oh, these do look nice as I'm playing with them, putting them back here. I'll have to find a pattern worthy of these. I wonder how many fat quarters there are. There's an awful lot, isn't there? What do you think there is? 30, 32, 36? I know it was a big collection. There was a lot of cheaper ones, but I resisted them, you see, and let other people buy them. So there they all are. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got 13 here. Oh, my husband's coming. He's getting mixed up in the curtain. 14, 15. I'm talking to my people. Oh, yes, please. It's getting me a hot chocolate. Was it 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 fat quarters. How many is that in meters or yards or whatever? 26, it's 6, isn't it? 4 6s or 24, 6.5 meters there. Tie my ribbon round again, keep them in a bundle. And you know, I do have difficulty. I keep watching things on how people store their fabrics, and I used to store them in colours, but now I store them in collections, really, because I don't know why. Because the perfect matching fabric, if you separated them, might be across the room and you'd miss the chance. I suppose it depends if you're going to sew them together in collections or not, and I obviously am. Oh, I'm having a hot chocolate brought. That's nice, isn't it? I'm sure I had something else to show you. What did I do with them? I had another Christmas panel to show you. Oh, I don't know where it is. I'll have to look for it and show you next time, won't I? I had a few Christmas panels. Are they there? No, that's not them. No, I didn't have a few. I had one. Lost it. It's gone. It's gone out of my mind. I don't know where I put it. When I was rummaging before I started the video, I have ordered a 10-inch 10-inch layer cake from Sheila today at Fabric Treasures, and it's exactly the same as that one. I didn't know I had it, but I found it. So that's going to be a really big, nice quilt. I do like having duplicates because, you know, you can make a big quilt like that one there. That's 86. I mean, yeah, it's a pain to finish off, but it's going to be lovely, isn't it? It's going to be lovely. Oh, I'll show this other one. Don't think it's not. Oh, it is. It's by Momo, the same people. That's Momo. I already had that one. Fanciful Forest. Is it? Yes. And this is the one I've already got as well, but I've ordered it again. Whimsy Wonderland. I think I've got Fanciful Forest. I've got a layer cake of that one as well. Anyway, I feel, you know, like getting organised, sorting things out. What's this one? Oh, that's not, that's lovely. It's got purple in, can you see? I thought it might be another French General, but it isn't. It's lovely. So, I'm going to choose between that one and that one, or use them both. What do you think? I'm probably going to do it tonight, so I'll probably have done it by the time you get to see it. We'll just have to see. And if I can find my panel, my Christmas panel, I shall show you. It's probably over there under the tossed quilt, which I tossed out the way. And also, I've been looking on YouTube, people who store, you know, I've been looking at storage, and I've got these things. These are leftovers from quilts, and I have hundreds of them. And I'm thinking, I need to get these organised. I should get baskets and put them in the baskets so I know where they are instead of them being all over the place, shouldn't I? And people who cut their leftovers into 5-inch squares or 2.5-inch strips for future projects, scrap projects. I've got a basket that's just stuffed full of pieces that are too small to do anything with. At what size do you throw them away? I mean, I made a quilt for when we were in lockdown. I made a quilt. It had 72 houses on it, and the plan was to put little faces of people locked in their houses, but the windows were too small for me to get a recognisable face in. And my daughter that lived far away, she wanted her dogs in the windows as well. I might have another look at it, but I've got that piece together somewhere. That's enormous as well. I'll see if I can remember to get that out to show you next time. Because we were locked down for 72 days at that point. And then we were locked down even more. Manchester was one of the most locked down cities in the country. So we weren't allowed to visit anybody. Especially my eldest grandson, who was the only grandchild I had at the time. He was maybe 2. And occasionally we would go and talk to them over the garden fence if it was a sunny day. But we weren't allowed in the houses. And so I started making a broken-hearted quilt, because I was broken-hearted. But I've lost track of how many I'm supposed to be making now. Maybe I'll just finish it and say I was broken-hearted, because I'm still broken-hearted. Having my youngest grandson so far away, that breaks my heart as well. Although I'm not broken-hearted about my eldest grandson and his sister. Because, mind you, I only see them once a week. Although, you know, once we clear out the back bedroom, he can come and stop if he wants. Probably won't want to stop. He called round yesterday on his way home from school, because he'd left his glasses here on Sunday, and he had an ice cream. He had quite a few jelly sweets. He likes these jelly worms that we buy for him, and a packet of his favourite teddy bear crisps. Might have had a bar of chocolate, I can't remember, but he just helps himself. He's hungry after being at school, and my daughter saying he won't eat his tea. So, well, I'm sorry, I'm his gran now. I don't care about that, really. They came on Sunday, and it was nice enough for them to go in the garden, and we discovered in the garden that my granddaughter quite likes to kick a ball, and we've bought like goalposty things, because we've got 2 grandsons. We thought we ought to buy a goalposty thing, and she was booting the ball in this goalpost. So he got a bit fed up. He was looking for bugs, but then he got fed up of her having all of Popsy's time. So I made him his lunch. He had cheese sandwiches, because that's about all he eats, and and some hula hoops and a drink, and he pulled a chair to the back door and sat there eating, watching them. Yeah. And then what did we do? We had a game of top trumps. We had a game of top trumps together. He read me some of his book. Talked to his mum a lot. I have a feeling we did something else, but I can't remember now. I'm rubbish. My memory's rubbish. This is why I have notebooks everywhere and then I can't find the notebook. Because I've got so many, I don't know which one I've actually written in, you know. I am rubbish. Anyway. I'm going to leave you now. I think I've been talking for long enough. And I'm feeling like I'm repeating myself a bit because of my other video. Because I've already said lots of all this. It gets a bit confusing. And I'm not sure what number we are. Are we 43? I think we are. Anyway, I'm going to get off for now. I hope this leaves you well, and I'll talk again soon. Bye bye.